Okay. Good morning. Is it afternoon even? I'm Rob Mears. I'm one of the owners of the Squeeze Café in Leigh-on-Sea. And way back in 2010, we were kindly offered the opportunity to get involved with the low-carbon business as it was then. And effectively, through way of the usual sort of application process, we were able to achieve a 40% grant for making improvements to the energy efficiency of the business. So, what is the Squeeze Café? Well, we're a healthy, lifestyle-focused cafe, bar and restaurant. We're fully inclusive, which means that you don't have to have specific dietary needs. Everybody can eat there, whether you're an omnivore or a vegetarian or vegan. The key is that you come to a friendly, laid-back venue that combines food, drink, and at the weekends, music as well. A place where customers come to relax and of course, enjoy their time. And we're a business which has the well-being of customers and our team firmly at our heart. So, there's a picture of the Squeeze from the exterior. I've decided not to give you lots of pictures and bore you too much with the interior layout, but this gives you an idea of what we're about. And what are the problems we're facing? Well, it's a really old building, and it's solid wall construction, and effectively no central heating. Electricity is the sole fuel that we can utilise. And at the time, it's heated by outdated and inefficient curtain-style convector heaters, typical that you see sitting over the doors, which ultimately means that you open the door and the heat goes straight out with it. Other than that, it's plug-in fans and convectors that we were using. We have two outside terraces, one on the first floor and one on the ground. Again, because they're constantly in use, you find with the doors being opened, the heat was going straight outside. So yeah, a lot of heat being generated, not only by the heaters by our kitchen, but a lot of it quickly flowing outside at real cost to us as a business, of course. There's a picture of our roof terrace, and as you can see there, it's an area they like to utilise during the daytime, especially during the summer. It gets lots of lovely sunshine onto it. And what we were finding is, say, as you see the doors leading into the first floor area, it gives you an idea of how quickly we could lose the heating that we were generating. So yeah, with the usual process, we met the guys, had the audit carried out, and we decided upon some forms of resolving, some methods of resolving some of these issues. And the two that we went for were, it's very simply installing a new and more efficient ceiling heater to the main restaurant. So effectively, customers, whilst they're seated, would actually feel the heat rather than it going straight out the door. And it's mutually beneficial, not only for our customers, but of course also for my team, because I want them to be working in a nice, comfortable environment. And then also the installation of thermal curtains to the ground floor and the rooftop terrace areas. And what this effectively did was to put a cover onto the roof terrace that we can retract, we can move back, so we can still enjoy the sunshine and the daylight and the warm months. And of course also then the ground floor area, which means again we can surround that around our awning. And so again, as doors are opened, we're not just losing all the heat that we have obviously spent our hard-earned money on providing our customers. The project benefits, well, ultimately, yes, the project is what it is, and there were clear environmental benefits that are very much in line with our own company ethos and our own environmental policies, and we do take this very seriously. And it may also, not only the sort of reduced reduction of the low carbon footprint, but also through using the recycling as widely as possible, and the use of compostables and biodegradable materials for our takeaways, for example. But in effect, we're able to achieve a measurable reduction of our carbon footprint. And with a kilowatt hour saving of 7,000 units or 2.92 tonnes of CO2 per annum, which we're a small SME, and in honesty, we're proud to achieve that. We know we have a social responsibility, and we do take that very seriously. Okay, benefits to the business. Pretty obvious, reduced energy costs. We're all working on tight margins. Our cost base is constantly going up. So it's vital for us to reduce our energy costs. But also, we're able to generate additional revenue. With the roof terrace area, especially, we're able to add an additional 20 plus covers. And those covers can be used throughout the year. So very simply, it's bums on seats, which means that we can bring more customers in, we can generate additional revenue, and that, of course, improves the viability and the profitability of the business. We've got an additional social area that we utilise week in, week out, for not only for our own business, but for social events. We have a monthly health and wellbeing evening where professionals come and teach and educate our customers and the local community on what we do. And very simply, we have the benefit of customer retention, because simply put, who wants to go somewhere where you think it's going to be cold? They won't come back. So there's real benefits throughout that we've achieved through being part of the project. So a few pictures of the roof terrace. This is a Christmas photo. And effectively what we did here, it was a movie night, and I think it was sort of mulled wine and Christmas sweets and treats, and Elf as the movie for the night, highlighting it's winter time. We would never have been able to use the area if we hadn't had the project or been part of the project. It's a nice comedy evening, so mid-autumn time, I believe that was. And here's one of our health and wellbeing evenings, which was held in just recent months. So that's pretty much it. Of course, the cost of the project, all importantly. Yes, so to recap, we replaced the ceiling heater with a new convector fan. We installed the heat or thermal curtains on both levels. And there's a subtotal or total cost ex VAT of £5,225. But with the 40% European Regional Development Fund grant of £2,090, that brought that down to 3,135. It's not the biggest project in the world, but I can say with the help of the team and with some lateral thinking and utilising really the space that we've got, we've recouped that many times. So again, it's a really good investment for us as a business, as well as, of course, achieving the goals that we set out to in reducing our carbon footprint. Finally, there's a picture of me receiving the Low Carbon Business Award, and that's me done. Thank you.